You know, I get that question a lot, Kev. It's like, just how you balance everything? All right, and I'm going to tell you the secret. You don't. I don't think balance exists. And here's what I mean. Anything that you're going to do very well, you're going to be out of balance for a certain period of time. And I'm talking about anything. Like, let's say I'm going to college to be a doctor. How do I balance being a doctor and all the classes and all this with everything else I have going on? Well, the truth is you don't. The truth is you're all in on that thing for a period of time, and then you have balance. But people trying to do all this kind of stuff. How do I make every event? And how do I do all this? It's the same thing with invest. How do I invest, right? When I got all this stuff going on? Well, here's what you got to do. You got to take from some other places, stop spending it in other places, and then you go all in on investing. You got to take away from debt. So how do you balance everything? How do you get to a point of balance? Is you got to be out of balance for a little while, and you got to be okay with what that looks like. Is it easy? No. Is it challenging? Yeah. Do you have to make some difficult decisions? Absolutely. But the only way you win in that whole process, this is what I always tell people, especially with entrepreneurship, because it's so cool to do now. The only way the whole balancing act pays off is you got to see it through to the end. Because it feels like you're missing out on a lot of stuff. Trust me, especially at the beginning, it did not look like this. Everybody else was going out, going to parties. I'm reading books. How did I balance? I didn't balance. So no, you don't balance, but you can get to a point of balance. And here's another thing, especially for people that have families. And by the way, I am not, I do not try to have this persona like everything's perfect and everything's easy. But the only thing I've seen is you've got to make, it's almost like the bank. You got to make deposits so that when you're not there or when you need it, you can make withdrawals, right? And so when you have family, when you are there, be present. When you are with your kids, you got to put all of it in there so that when you're not there, right, and you're traveling, you're doing all these things, then they can withdraw from the time that you were there.